Good morning, everybody. My name is Stacy. I'm a mindset coach, life on life's terms coach, because life is life and isn't not. Tonight we're going to go live at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And yesterday I had story time. So I'd like to just share with you and see as we start the week off. You know, life is awareness is the removal of obstacles. And sometimes we wake up on Monday morning, we see obstacles, but let's see change. There's new moon over the weekend and new possibilities. So I want to share with you some of the story that we shared last night or yesterday, on YouTube. So here we grow. So the story was about our character, you know, and what we experience growing up affects what's happening today. What we expect, what we tolerate, and what we're even drawn to. And, you know, the character didn't choose inconsistencies. Many of us don't, but they chose what felt familiar, whether you're male or female. You know, sometimes we just choose what is familiar to us. And so the people in her life weren't just the problem. They were also patterned. They also had their own patterns, you know, their own problems. And so these problems were colliding together. Some of them learned to chase, to prove themselves. Some of them learned to conquer because that's the way they found validation. These are the characters that showed up in her life. And others pulled away and they avoided and they struggled to connect. And if you really look at it, it's not about the men or women. It's about what we learned. Some of us learned our value early on in life, or are finding proof of our value, either to the positive or the negative, the attraction or the repulsion. So this is what we learned, and some of us became caretakers. Some of us learned to overextend and overgive, and others learned to just shut down, afraid. They only relied on themselves because needing didn't feel safe. So it's different roles, but they're all created from the same place. So those patterns transfer into relationships, friendships, and even work. We create expectations without realizing it. So expectations that people show up in a certain way, love us a certain way, and understand us without us fully even expressing ourselves. And when that doesn't happen, we feel frustrated, disconnected, and unloved. And not because we are, but because that's what we expected. And what's actually happening doesn't match. So most of the time, we don't even realize where the expectations came from. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. You know, about the patterns, the choices, the parts that you see in yourself, you know, from the relationships that we choose. So I hope that you'll join us tonight as we dive deeper into this. And codependency and narcissism is a lot of times we don't realize why we're drawn, this attraction and repulsion. So I hope that you'll join us at 7 p.m. Central Standard. Have a magnificent Monday.